My garbage person of the week is Lauren Boebert. Lauren Boebert, who, speaking of barnacles on parasites on the bottom of the boat, on the bottom of the barrel, Lauren Boebert. David Hogg had tweeted they can put the fence around the Capitol. The real threats of Marjorie Taylor Greene and Lauren Boebert will still be inside until the GOP leader takes a stand. She tweeted, David, please, we all saw how tough you were when questioned face to face. Give your keyboard a rest, child, which is just sick and pathetic.
Wow.
And the idea that we all saw how tough you were when questioned face to face. He wasn't questioned face to face. She's talking about the video where Marjorie Taylor Greene behind David Hogg hounds him as he's trying to walk someplace. It wasn't face to face. You were the crazy person on the street chasing a kid whose friends had just died.
Yeah.
And you're doing something so much more pathetic. The only person who's acting like a child in this situation is you. Jesus. She's so gross. She's so disgusting. Yeah.
Can you put up that tweet one more time? Because she's sort of being consistent in one thing. When she says, give your keyboard a rest, child. Children exist for one reason, for Lauren Boebert's husband to expose his penis to. But we're all supposed to forget that that's a thing. All of her scandals just don't count, I guess. Yeah, no. And so, look, I get why they hate him, because he and the other Parkland kids are powerful figures for gun control that have so far been stymied at the national level because so many people are bought off by the NRA and all of that. But the idea that David Hogg is now for years now, is being hounded by these women who half of their personality is that they have to have a gun at their hip at all times is sort of perfect. I wonder how long she's gonna last.
I can show you photos of her with guns at her hips. Here's a great tweet that I saw from Abaraxis that says, what do you call Lauren Boebert's fashion style? And because all she's doing is like she's got a gun on her hip the whole time. And it's like this specific thing that I'm sadly super into, but it sucks. What would you call her fashion style? And you're allowed, John, you're allowed not to participate because I do have a bit for this.
Tell me your bit. What's your bit?
I would say that the kind of fashion style she has is Eastern European porn star starring in some kind of American themed porno called America Bang Bang.
Did you make that?
I just found it. I Googled America. No, I did make this. This is her fashion style. Some kind of Eastern European porno where she's someone saw a Sarah Palin porno and they're in the Czech Republic. They pretend that she's just some American in streets. Come with me. And she's like, yes, I want America Bang Bang.
Oh my God. And by the way, considering the gun stuff and the stupid comments and the family drama, is anyone sure that we don't have like a time traveling Sarah Palin thing? Like, is anyone sure that she's not Sarah Palin 15 years ago?
It's a copy of a copy. That's the problem. And the answer, and so a lot of Americans have accepted the challenge. Like, if Republicans are going to be that ridiculous, we're going to just try to make we've had time to hone really good arguments that do hold up to reasonable people. And so when you have the victims of school shootings out there saying, here we go. When you have victims of school shootings going out there in front of everybody saying, this is what it was like. And here is the common sense gun legislation that I want to bring back to America that we've already had in the past, and y'all were fine. Only a psychopath would hound a child on the street and pretend they won. And worse than that, go double down on it on behalf of their friend and say, you're the child, give it a rest. But
exactly,
the Republicans accepted that challenge. It was like, we'll just make our representatives those crazy a-holes.
And that's what they are. And so imagine who is prepping for their run in the next couple of years. But we do have to get to the community garbage person. Don't put this up yet to the director. I want this to have some suspense. We can put it up after I read the first one. But 40,000 of you voted, which is mind-boggling. There was a lot of trash. Coming in at number 5 this week with 4% of the vote is Kevin McCarthy for flip-flopping on his response to January 6th. Coming in 4th at 6% of the vote, you have the Arizona GOP for censuring members who stood up to Trump. For much the same reason, honestly. Coming in number 3, we have Rand Paul with 7% of the vote for holding up impeachment proceedings. Number 2, with 20% of the vote, is the Supreme Court for giving Trump a pass on emoluments, which leaves 62% of you voting for Marjorie Taylor Greene for threatening lawmakers on social media, or for insert a reason, because there's a lot of them. And I knew it was gonna be, by the way, we have that name wrong in there. It's Marjorie Greene, by the way. But anyway, so 62%, that is about as overwhelming a majority as we've had. Absolute garbage. I can't wait to find out what crazy things she believes because she saw it on 4chan next week. Stay tuned. We'll see that together.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.